Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Iced TV. This is sadly our last episode. That's how quickly 4 weeks go by, but I cannot tell you how much fun I've had in the last couple of weeks, not only spending some time with all you wonderful people, but also with my guests. We have learned so many fantastic recipes, and I really hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I have. We've got some great guests still today because it's not over. We've got some fabulous recipes on the ready for you now. And before I start with my first guest, I'm going to share one of our recipes with you, which is the Earl Grey Martini. Now, you can obviously do whatever variation of that you like, but I think that what we're trying to do here is really send home this big message to you all that you can literally put tea into absolutely everything. And I'm so happy to introduce to you my first guest today, Christian. Hi, Christian.
Hey, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
So excited. Thank you so much for having us today.
Oh my goodness, thank you for being here. I so appreciate it. You've got some really amazing recipes for us today. We're doing 4, right? Yay. Okay, so you're doing the PiñaTurmeric iced latte.
Yes.
You are doing the Berry Proud latte, which is so well timed because today's the last of Pride Month. Right. Fabulous. Tropical mango bubble tea. And one of my favorites, which is the espresso chai affogato. I've done affogato with just tea. I've done it with Earl Grey and caramel. So I'm really looking forward to your version too. So Christian, let me ask you, are you a hot tea drinker or a cold tea drinker?
Both. Both. I'm a hot tea drinker, iced tea drinker, latte drinker. I mean, it depends on the mood, really.
You're a tea drinker. Full stop,
yes.
Period.
Oh, yes, for sure. Although I do like coffee, and that's why today I'm very proud to create a recipe with our espresso shot. So I don't have anything against coffee. I love coffee, but tea is my thing.
The first love, not the only love.
Yeah.
So Christian, let me introduce you to everybody else, or everybody else rather, to you. Christian Sauve discovered the wonderful world of tea at the age of 8. He has been with Trans-Herbe for 21 years as Director of Innovation and a proud 4 O'Clock brand ambassador. Christian has collaborated with the R&D for the amazing and unique blends of 4 O'Clock tea. Besides being a curious world traveler searching for the latest ingredients, Christian is also a passionate foodie and enjoys playing with tastes and textures. So I am handing this over to you.
Thank you so much. So the first one is like a piña colada in the sense that I'm using fresh pineapple, like smudge. We say smudge, right?
Muddle.
Smudge. Muddle. Thank you. I muddle it a little bit. Smudge is something else.
What is it in French?
Écrasé.
Okay.
Écrasé. So fresh pineapple. And then I add an infusion, a cold infusion of 3 tea bags of our turmeric cinnamon. It's actually a very simple blend, but very effective. It's turmeric, cinnamon, and black pepper. And I add a little bit of stevia because I have a sweet tooth, you know. So I top it, and then I add some ice. A little bit of ice. And I have some coconut milk.
Oh my gosh, delicious. Okay.
Yeah, with like a foamer.
Nice.
And then we're almost all set with a little bit of coconut pieces.
Oh, beautiful.
And voila.
That's gorgeous. The layers are just beautiful. So can I just ask you about the turmeric infusion? You did, that's a tea that you have, and you said you did 3 tea bags in that?
Yes, a very strong infusion. In 1/3 of a cup of hot water, then I cool it down. I add a little bit of stevia. It can be monk fruit or agave or maple syrup.
Yeah.
So that's the first one.
All right.
Second one, with our wild berry herbal. So it's a pyramid tea bag. Okay. And it's a blend of hibiscus, rooibos, and fruits. It's really nice, very intense. So I make an infusion with 3 tea bags. I put a little bit of ice and, of course, some stevia. And then I add a little bit of coconut.
That's the steamed coconut milk again, right?
Yes. And to top it off, because, you know, it's summertime, it's fun, some whipped cream. Of course.
You really do have a...
got it. Yeah. And because it was Pride Month, some rainbow sprinkles and a cherry.
Oh, I love that. That's gorgeous. How could you not love these drinks?
And see, the infusion is I have to taste it just to make sure it's okay.
I know. Quality control.
Wonderful. Really nice colors, and hibiscus, you know, it's very tangy, very nice. The other one is with the mango green tea. Okay. So it's a blend of green tea with mango and peach flavor. It's very nice. So I make an infusion. Again, the same thing. It's very simple. 3 tea bags, 1/3 of a cup of hot water. I add some ice, a little bit of stevia. Okay. And then you add the tapioca pearls, the black pearls.
Yep.
Millennials really love bubble tea.
You know, bubble tea is amazing because it had this huge spike, and it's having like a second life, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And then, of course, a little bit of coconut. So you can imagine the blend of the coconut milk and the mango flavor really blends very well. And of course, you know me,
Whipped cream.
a little bit of whipped cream and a little bit of gold pearls.
Oh,
why not? And voila, you have your bubble tea.
That is beautiful. Can you tell people where to get tapioca pearls? How do you do that?
Yes, it's where you can either order online or you can go to your, I go to the Chinese neighborhood in Montreal.
Yeah.
And all of the nice Chinese, Asian grocery stores, they all carry it. It's lovely. You can see it's texture.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah. And quality control says?
A1.
A1.
And then affogato. So affogato, actually, it's an Italian word, and it means drowned, because the ice cream, vanilla ice cream, I use the Chapman, which is an Ontario-based ice cream company, amazing ice cream, and they have a sugar-free. And I pour some espresso chai. So the espresso chai is a blend of coffee, black tea, and chai spices. Obviously, it's got cardamom. It's really intense, very aromatic. So I made an infusion, add a little bit of stevia, you know me, and then I add the espresso chai on top of it. I'll get closer to the camera. And then I add some gluten-free biscotti.
Oh, gorgeous.
Why not?
What a dessert.
You see?
Gorgeous.
And I have to try it.
You do indeed.
God. Espresso chai.
The espresso chai, this is a blend that you have already. So people don't have to do chai or espresso. You have that all done for them already.
All in a tea bag, and they can actually buy our teas online at 4o'clock.ca.
Perfect.
I have one last thing. I have a surprise I didn't tell you.
Tell me.
Exclusivity. This fall, we're launching a stress relief tea with a pea flower, lavender, and tulsi. Okay. And My boss doesn't even know that I'm doing that today.
Well, we're not going to get you in trouble, right?
So no, pea flower, tulsi, lavender.
And
stress relief. And you know, it's summertime. Let's put some flowers.
That's gorgeous. So the pea flower, that's the blue for those people that are watching that haven't seen pea flower before. And pea flower is really amazing because when you steep it in water and add some lemon juice, there's a chemical reaction that happens that makes it purple. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
That almost looks
Look at that.
That looks like a unicorn.
Yes, it does. So this is our stress relief tea, available in September.
Okay, well, that was a sneak peek for anybody watching today. Those
exclusive.
are exclusive. You heard it here, folks. Breaking news. So, Christian, thank you so much for doing those. So,
my pleasure.
3 out of the 5 that you've done are actually herbals. So anybody watching, these are great recipes for your kids as well. You control what's in it. These are real ingredients, pure ingredients, straight ingredients, and you can have a lot of fun with your beverages besides soda.
So much fun.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Christian.
My pleasure. Anytime.
You might regret saying that. All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Ciao. All right. What fun recipes. And gorgeous as well. Now, obviously, I didn't have the pleasure of tasting them. I'm going to have to take Christian's word for how delicious they are. I'm going to have to obviously repeat them and get back to you. But, just as I said, beautiful, easy, and fun. And that's really what summer is about. So with that, I am really pleased to introduce my second guest today, Tory. Hi, Tory.
Good morning. Well, it's morning here. Good afternoon to everyone out east.
We're just past. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm really good. Thank you. It's nice to see you.
You too.
So, Tory, I've been asking all of my guests in the past few weeks, are you a hot tea drinker or a cold tea drinker?
I am normally a hot tea drinker, but we are experiencing a heat wave out here right now. So I have been drinking a ton of iced tea this last week. So
it's it's a whole other level of heat at the moment. Don't even. So iced tea month is very, very well timed. Let me introduce everybody else to you, Tory, before you get started. So Tory Braun is the CEO of Vic Jo Tea Company. A tea lover from a young age, she's recently turned this passion into an online e-commerce business. Vic Jo Tea Company is a celebration of all things tea, from curating special tea moments in your life, providing fun, interactive ways to educate those who are just starting their tea journey. So, Tory, you are going to make for us today Living My Best Lake Life Iced Tea.
I am, and it's a choose your own adventure tea. So there's different stages, and you can choose to stop at that one or move through with me to the end, whatever you like best. We've got the recipe for you. So
okay,
yeah, awesome. Thank you. So we're starting with one of our blends called Living My Best Lake Life. I'm out here in the Okanagan in BC. So this one is inspired by, when you're in vacation mode in the summer and kind of that feeling of relaxation mixed with like fun tropical vibes. So this is a blend of sencha green tea with rose and lemon peel. So it has a natural sweetness to it thanks to the lemon peel. So we're using that as our base, but I love sencha as a base for any iced tea because it's so flexible with anything you can add to it. So
So for those watching, sencha is a Japanese green tea, and it's got a really nice light, as you said, Tory, smooth flavor to it that balances well with fruits and flowers and obviously iced teas as well.
So I love it because today we're doing a fruit-based one, but you can really mix up whatever fruit or flowers you want to put in it. So I'm doing a cold brew method. So I've already got our tea measured out. So I am just going to pour it into my container here. And we're going to add a liter of water, or 4 cups of water about, to it.
Okay.
And we're just going to let this make its magic. And I find the sweet spot for this is about 7 hours.
Okay.
In the fridge is my favorite, but whatever tastes good to you as a tea consumer. So I'm going to pop that in the fridge and just leave it and let it do its thing. And this is the magic of television. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So this is one that is done already. So this is the first place you can stop and just enjoy your iced tea if you want. So this is actually delicious just on its own. And what's really nice is you're steeped it just the right amount of time in the cold brew that you're still getting those rose notes in it, but they're not overwhelming. So because I live in the Okanagan, we have orchards all around us, and a lot of what we do in the summer is just eat fruit from them. So it is actually just cherry season now, so I decided to do a cherry-based recipe. So what I did is I got some local cherries and made a cherry simple syrup, which I've already measured out here. So it's about a half a cup of this simple syrup recipe, which, as the name says, very simple to make, very quick to make. And I've been loving simple syrups in all of my iced teas. I just made a lavender honey one that I love with like milky oolong. And so if you haven't gotten to simple syrups yet, highly recommend.
I was just going to say, if once you've discovered simple syrups, it just opens up this whole magical world, and the possibilities are endless, right?
Absolutely. So this is kind of the next stage of choose your own adventure. This also tastes amazing on its own.
Okay.
But I've been obsessed with Arnold Palmer drinks, especially this year. So iced tea lemonade mix, and I love a tart drink. So I like to add a little bit of lemon juice to this. So a 1/4 cup or about half of whatever you decide to use for your simple syrup. And if you can do this to taste, I love putting extra lemon juice in. My husband, not so much. But are you with me? Yeah, I love it, especially in like a cocktail, right?
Yeah.
And then just give that a stir. So basically that's it. It's pretty simple, ready to go as it is. So there's a third option for if you just want to drink it like this. Now, if you have one of these handy dandy spouted jars for your fridge, I love these because I can just...
They're so great for entertaining, or as you say, in your fridge. And they're so easy to find now. I mean, you can find them pretty much at any home kitchen store, obviously online, because, you know, all roads lead to online shopping at the moment. So
absolutely. One of my favorite things to do. So once you can pour it into, I like to put it in a wine glass and garnish it with a lemon. And because it's summer, we want to add a festive straw, of course. You can also chop up some cherries and lemons and put them right in there too. Is delicious. The best part at the end, eating those iced tea soaked cherries. So
I love that. See, now you said iced tea soaked cherries, and for anybody who knows me and who's been watching, you know my brain goes straight to alcohol. So
well, Shannon, look what I have here. So level 4 of this recipe, I've also included how to turn it into a cocktail. So it is amazing. I have partnered it with sloe gin, which for those of you that aren't familiar is an English gin that's steeped in sloe berries, SLOE.
Oh, nice.
So good. Kind of those syrupy vibes again. And then a splash of Prosecco. And I like to serve it out of my fancy china. And I have a sweet tooth, so a little garnish instead of fruit candies on there. So
I love that. See, okay, I'm going to tell you what I love about that, besides the fact that it's gorgeous and it sounds like a delicious recipe. But I love that you've taken the iced tea and you put that in the wine glass, and you've taken the alcohol and you put that in a fancy teacup. Good for you.
Yeah, so it's good to mix it up, think outside of the box, right?
I couldn't agree with you more. That's fantastic. What fun. Well, thank you so much, Tory. Those, and literally, I mean, 5 different stages of where you can start and stop. So kind of one recipe, but not really. You've done multiples. So thank you so much for being with us today. And thanks for sharing that.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
Stay cool out there.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye. I've been saying for the past few weeks that we need to celebrate tea and give it its credit that it's due. But sometimes it's about celebrating the teacups as well. So if you've got this beautiful fancy teacup like Tory has, why not do the champagne and the liquor inside, or the Prosecco she did inside of that? I love that. Now, I know all the wine, purists are not going to love it, but I don't care. I think it's delicious and I think it's a great idea. So with that, and staying sort of on my boozy vibe, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite recipes, which also uses a syrup, and that's the oolong rosemary gimlet. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of ICE TV. I hope truly that you've enjoyed it as much as I have, not just in sharing some really fun recipes with you guys, but learning so many great new tips. We've seen everything from cocktails to mocktails. We've seen cold brews. We've seen K-cups. We've seen slushies. We've seen whipped cream drinks and bubble teas and everything else in between. So if you actually thought that there was only one way of making iced tea, I hope we've changed that for you in the last few weeks. We are experiencing, as you heard Tory talk about, this incredible heat wave right now in the entire, well, in most of the countries, not quite as drastic as parts of the country. So chill out and stay cool. I raise my cup to every single one of you that spent some time with us. Recipes, as you know, are on our website, or rather on our YouTube link, I should say, for each respective week, and every guest who has shared a recipe on ICE TV with us. You can also rewatch any episodes that you missed. And if you just want to fast forward to a specific spot, we've got that all set up for you as well in our YouTube live or our YouTube channel. With that, I am going to bid you goodbye, but I'm going to leave by sharing one of my favorites, and it's not alcohol, but a really, really great recipe, especially for those of you that are going into perhaps a long weekend. If not, it's just fun any time of the day. But more than anything, this is a great treat to make with the kids. Matcha freezer pops. And with that, I say goodbye.